Chapter 10, 5 Senses Grounding. Grounding is one of those practices that sounds almost too simple until you are in the middle of anxiety, overwhelm, panic, or emotional chaos, and realize your brain has completely left the building. 1 minute you are living your life, and the next minute your thoughts are 10 miles ahead of you. Writing disaster scripts, replaying conversations, predicting rejection, solving imaginary emergencies, and building a tiny courtroom inside your head where you are somehow both the defendant and the judge. It is exhausting. It is loud. It is not exactly the calm spa experience anyone ordered. That is where grounding comes in. Grounding is the practice of bringing your attention back to the present moment. It helps you reconnect with where you are, what is actually happening around you, and what your body can sense right now. Instead of letting your mind sprint into the past or future, grounding gently says, come back here, come back to this room, come back to this breath, come back to this moment. This matters because anxiety and overwhelm often pull you out of the present. Your body may be sitting safely in your bedroom, car, office, or kitchen, but your mind may be replaying something that already happened or preparing for something that has not happened yet. Your nervous system can respond to those thoughts as if the threat is happening now. The body does not always know the difference between a real-time danger and a vivid mental movie. If the movie is intense enough, your heart rate, breath, muscles, and stress response may react. 5 Senses Grounding helps interrupt that loop by giving your brain something real to focus on. Not theoretical, not imagined, real. What can you see? What can you feel? What can you hear? What can you smell? What can you taste? These questions may seem basic, but basic is the point. When your nervous system is activated, complicated tools can feel like too much. You do not need a 20-step ritual when your body is already overwhelmed. You need something simple enough to reach for when your thoughts are spinning and your system is looking for safety. The 5 senses are doorways back into the present. One of the most common grounding practices is called the 5-4-3-2-1 method. You name 5 things you can see, 4 things you can feel, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. This gives your mind a gentle task while your body begins, noticing the environment around you. You are not trying to force yourself to feel amazing. You are helping your nervous system orient to the present moment. Here is how to practice it. Start by looking around your space and naming 5 things you can see. They do not need to be meaningful. In fact, ordinary is perfect. A lamp, a cup, a door, a book, a blanket, a spot on the wall, a plant that may or may not be thriving. Let your eyes move slowly enough that your body has time to notice the room. Then name 4 things you can feel. Maybe your feet are touching the floor. Maybe your shirt is touching your skin. Maybe your hands are resting in your lap. Maybe the chair is supporting you. Maybe there is a warm mug in your hand or a blanket across your legs. Let your attention land on physical contact. Feeling supported by something outside your thoughts can help your body come back. Next, name 3 things you can hear. Maybe there is a fan humming, traffic outside, the refrigerator buzzing, birds, voices in another room, music, or the sound of your own breathing. Try not to judge the sounds, just notice them. Then name 2 things you can smell. This one can be harder sometimes. Maybe you smell coffee, soap, laundry, lotion, food, fresh air, a candle, or nothing obvious at all. If you cannot smell anything, that is okay. You can simply notice the air. Finally, name 1 thing you can taste. Maybe it is toothpaste, water, coffee, gum, mint, or the neutral taste in your mouth. Again, this does not have to be dramatic. You are not auditioning for a cooking show. You are simply using your senses to remind your body that you are here. This practice can take less than 2 minutes. And yet, in those 2 minutes, something important happens. You stop feeding the spiral for a moment. You give your mind a concrete task. You invite your body to notice the actual environment instead of only reacting to the alarm. You begin creating a little space between the feeling and the story attached to it. Grounding does not always remove the emotion. It helps you return to yourself while the emotion is present. That is an important distinction. Sometimes people try grounding once, still feel anxious, and decide it did not work. But grounding is not always meant to erase the feeling like a magic wand. Sometimes it simply lowers the intensity. Sometimes it helps you stay present instead of spiraling. Sometimes it helps you pause long enough to choose your next step. Sometimes it reminds your body, I am not inside the fear. I am in this room, in this moment, and I can notice what is around me. That counts. You can use 5 senses grounding when you feel anxious, triggered, overwhelmed, disconnected, panicked, or stuck in overthinking. It can also help when you are having a hard time transitioning from one part of your day to another. For example, if you just finished a stressful work call and need to return to your life instead of carrying the stress into every corner of your evening, grounding can help create a small reset. It can be especially helpful after a relationship trigger. Imagine you just had a tense conversation or received a message that made your stomach drop. Your mind wants to analyze everything immediately. It wants to read between the lines, above the lines, under the lines, and possibly behind a secret hidden line that does not even exist. Before you respond, you pause and ground. You look around the room. You name 5 things you can see. You feel your feet. You notice the chair. You listen to the sounds around you. You come back to the physical reality of where you are. The problem may still need to be addressed, but now you are less likely to respond from pure alarm. You have given your body a moment to arrive back in the present before your nervous system grabs the microphone. This is the power of grounding. It does not deny what you feel. It helps you feel it from a steadier place. Grounding says, I can be upset and still be here. Some people find that visual grounding helps most. If that is you, let your eyes slowly scan the room and look for details. Notice colors, shapes, shadows, textures, edges, patterns, or objects that feel neutral or pleasant. You might choose one object and study it gently. Notice its color, size, surface, and where it sits in the room. This can help your brain shift from internal threat scanning to external orientation. Other people prefer touch-based grounding. If that is you, use physical sensation. Press your feet into the floor. Hold a smooth stone, a pen, a mug, a piece of fabric, or your own hands. Notice temperature, texture, weight, pressure, and contact. If your thoughts are loud, touch can. Give your body something solid to return to. Some people prefer sound. You might listen for the farthest sound you can hear, then the closest sound, then the sound of your own breath. You might play calming music or nature sounds. You might hum softly, which we will talk about more later. Sound can help bring rhythm and orientation back into the body. Grounding can also include smell and taste. A peppermint, warm tea, cold water, citrus, lotion, or a familiar scent can become a cue of presence. The goal is not to become dependent on an object. The goal is to create accessible reminders that help your body return to the here and now. 77. If you have a history of trauma or dissociation, grounding can be especially useful, but it should still be practiced gently. Some people feel disconnected from their bodies when overwhelmed. Others feel too aware of their bodies and become uncomfortable focusing inward. 5 senses. Grounding can be helpful because it focuses on the outside environment rather than forcing you to dive deeply into internal sensations. This is why I love it as a beginner practice. It does not ask you to close your eyes. It does not ask you to relive anything. It does not require you to explain your feelings perfectly. It simply invites your attention to notice what is already around you. You do not have to go deep to begin healing. Sometimes you just need to come back to the room. There may be times when grounding feels too simple, and your mind tries to dismiss it. This is normal. The anxious brain often wants a complex solution because the problem feels complex. It thinks if the feeling is big, the answer must be big too. But nervous system support does not always work that way. Sometimes the bigger the feeling, the simpler the first step needs to be. If your body is activated, simplicity is a gift. You can practice 5 senses grounding in ordinary moments too, not only when you are already overwhelmed. This helps your body learn the pathway before you need it. Try it while drinking coffee, while walking outside, while washing your hands, while sitting in your car before going into the store, while waiting for an appointment, while lying in bed. The more familiar the practice becomes, the easier it may be to reach for it when stress rises. This is how we build regulation, not by saving every tool for crisis, but by practicing small moments of presence throughout real life. You can also shorten the practice. If 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 feels like too much, try 3, 2, 1. Name 3 things you see, 2 things you feel, and 1 thing you hear. If even that feels like too much, simply name 1 thing you see and 1 thing you feel. That is enough. A tool only works if it is usable. We are not here to make regulation complicated. We are here to make it reachable. A simple grounding practice might sound like this. I see the window. I see the lamp. I see my notebook. I feel my feet in my socks. I feel the chair under me. I hear the air conditioner. I am here. That is not fancy, but fancy is not the goal. The goal is to help your body notice the present moment. When you ground, try to move slowly enough that your nervous system can take in the information. Do not rush through it like a checklist you are trying to finish before the anxiety catches up. Let your eyes actually see. Let your skin actually feel. Let your ears actually hear. You are teaching your body to notice where it is. You might also add a gentle phrase at the end, such as, "In this moment, I am here," or "Right now, I can take 1 breath," or "My body is feeling activated, and I can support it." Choose language that feels believable. If "I am safe" does not feel true, try "I am here" or "I am safe." Enough in this moment to pause. Your nervous system does not need forced positivity. It needs honesty it can trust. That is the theme you will see throughout this book. We are not trying to trick your body. We are trying to build trust with it. Grounding can be a beginning point for that trust. Every time you return to the present instead of attacking yourself for spiraling, you teach your body something. Every time you notice the room, instead of becoming swallowed by the fear, you teach your body something. Every time you use your senses to come back to now, you teach your body that it does not have to handle everything through panic. This practice will not make you immune to stress. It will not make every trigger disappear. It will not turn you into someone who never overthinks again, because let's be honest, the brain can be a little theatrical. But grounding can help you create a pause. It can help you lower the intensity. It can help you find the floor again when your thoughts are trying to drag you into every possible future. And sometimes finding the floor is exactly where regulation begins. The next time anxiety, overwhelm, or emotional activation starts pulling you out of the present, try this. Look around, name what you see, feel what is supporting you, listen to the sounds around you, notice 1 scent or taste if you can, and remind yourself that you are here, not fixed, not perfect, not magically calm, here. And sometimes, here is enough to begin. 5 senses grounding is not about escaping your emotions. It is about returning to the present moment so you can meet them with more steadiness.